Hi guys, so I'm going to put this at the very beginning because I forgot to tell you all of the collective song I did get, and I did get a song also for my feminines. Alright, so the songs that I channeled for the masculines, for pile, I believe it was pile 2, very specifically this came out. The song is The Postal Service, Nothing Better. I'm going to put a link to the video down below, okay? The Postal Service, Nothing Better, for pile 2. For all of my masculines, I got Justin Bieber featuring Halsey. It's called The Feeling. All of you listen to that song, all right? There's something there for you. Feminines and masculines, actually, this one actually brought tears to my eyes. Armin Second and Fady featuring Kara. The song is called Better Days. I will link all of these below, so make sure you look for them down there, okay? But this one, I was told, is a conversation between your higher selves. Like, it's hard to explain it, how it came across. Help me out, please. It is almost like, it's the best way I can describe it. It's a conversation between your higher selves to each of you. Because there's a male, a masculine, and a feminine in the song, okay? So listen to it and know that this is a conversation between your higher selves to the collective. You are all being guided in the same way, and I truly believe that this has to do with I believe it has to do with twin flame unions. I don't like to do love readings. You guys know that I keep speaking about this shit, but it keeps coming up because at the end of the day, that's what life is about, right? Love. The path to self is love. The path to God is love. The path to everything is love. Choosing unconditional love. So yes, Better Days by Armin Second. I know I'm butchering that. I'm so sorry. And Fady featuring Kara. I'll put all these linked below, along with which song is which for the feminines, for the collective, etc. You can listen to them all. You're more than welcome always to listen to all of them, okay? I hope this helps. If the video that is going to follow now after this intro resonates with you, if you learn something from it, if it helps you in any way, shape, or form, please like and subscribe. Share the video so that other people can get the message. It is crazy the way that energy works. You were drawn here somehow. Everyone gets drawn here in a different way, but you're being drawn here because there's something for you to learn. Okay, so let's help get this awareness, these messages out to as many people that may possibly need them. I love you guys. Thank you for all of your support. This has so far been the most amazing and most difficult thing I've done, is to put myself out like this. So I truly appreciate everyone that watches my videos and likes and comments. I'm truly grateful for all of you. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys for the next video. Wednesday we are doing a collective read, so I will see you guys then. And now here's your video. Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome to my channel, Star Lotus Oracles. My name is Maria, and I'm here to bring you guys messages. It's not always what you want to hear, but it's the messages that you need to hear. So that's my warning right there. It's not always going to be what you want to hear, okay? Today's video is basically like a monthly forecast for the month of June for Divine Masculines. So welcome. If this is your first time here, hi, I hope you stay. Hit like, subscribe, and comment below if something in the video resonates for you, okay? Things ended up a little bit different than usual this time. I usually go ahead and pre-draw a general guidance card and do the 3 piles, which you can see down here. I have 3 separate stones. And I do still want you to take a minute and meditate on them. You know, take a few deep cleansing breaths and just follow your intuition with which crystal to pick, and the first one is this sodalite. Okay, it's pile 1. Pile 2 is going to be aqua obsidian, and pile 3 is going to be picture jasper. Okay, so pick whichever one seems to call to you the most. Now, as I was pulling these, they were supposed to be for pile 1, these right here. And I basically just felt no for everyone. And then I'm going to pull basic, like a general guidance for each pile at the pick-a-pile. But there are no cards for the pick-a-pile yet, which is odd, but I guess maybe the masculines watching this want to see the cards pulled. Like maybe you feel like I just heard pulling the wool over your eyes with the cards. So I'm gonna actually shuffle and pick on camera for those today. As I was shuffling and meditating on the energy of the masculines for the month of June, I kept feeling a lot of almost like self-doubt, like questioning, lots of questioning of yourself, not trusting yourself, questioning if things are real. What do you feel in your heart? Okay, because I feel like that's a part of the problem, is that you're ignoring your heart. Many of you masculines, not all of you, but some of you are ignoring your hearts. You're not trusting what your intuition is telling you. Remember, when it comes to, everything with our life, right? It's about finding that balance between the heart and the mind. And you can't do that unless you fully trust yourself. Now, if you don't trust yourself, I want you to meditate and try to focus on why. Why don't you trust yourself? We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. So if the reason you don't trust yourself is because you've made some bad decisions, then I'm here to tell you that that's a very poor reason not to trust yourself. Sorry, I know that's kind of harsh, but it's true. It's true, because how else are we supposed to learn in life? We learn by making decisions, experiencing the outcome of those decisions, and then growing from the lessons we learn. Okay? And a lot of times the harshest lessons actually come from when we ignore our intuition, not from when we follow it. That's another thing to consider. So I did get a door for you guys. What door are you all, the masculine collective, walking through for this month? Okay? And the door that we got it's actually a pretty cool card. It's somewhere in the world. These are actual real doors, and it's carved into the side of this mountain. It's really neat. I love ancient civilization stuff. Always been really drawn to things like this. But there's a lot of green. I feel like you guys all really, really need to not only ground yourselves, but green is associated with the heart chakra. Okay? Open your hearts. Don't be afraid. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a masculine energy experiencing emotion. Do not let this toxic femininity that has overrun our world influence you as a masculine. We do need that balance. We need a balance between the masculine and the feminine. If the scales go too far in one way, it's not in balance. And that's where you see all these extremes coming from. And extremes, as you know, are never healthy. Too much of a good thing is bad, okay? So that's it. I'm going to read what the card says, and then we're going to get into these. I'm kind of feeling like these are going to be blocks and advice for the entire collective. Also, I normally only do the 3 piles, but I was very drawn from the get-go to grab my citrine. Real quick about the citrine, because I do believe this stone is going to be for the entire masculine collective, okay? So, citrine is associated with the solar plexus chakra, which is basically your personal power. So right there from that, it just kind of goes hand in hand with you guys, what I was channeling with you guys, questioning everything and doubting yourselves. You're not standing in your power. So maybe if you're into crystals or if you're curious about them, a citrine would be good to help you kind of focus on your solar plexus and really stand in your personal power. And you may even need Reiki. You might have blockages. So if you feel called to get Reiki, and Reiki, for those who do not know, is energy healing, okay? The chakras are energy centers in the body, and there are many of them, but the main 7 are your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, and then your root chakra, okay? And right here with this one, with this card, and with the citrine, we already have the root chakra with grounding to the earth, the heart chakra from all the green, and the solar plexus from the yellowish color, okay? So I really feel like your lower chakras, and your lower chakras are basically like how you connect to this world, to the physical. So I feel like you guys really need to balance that. Maybe there's been a lot of stuff going on for you where you're connecting more to your intuition, and now you're kind of struggling to know, well, I'm almost feeling like what's real and what's not. Grounding will help you do that, okay? So if you feel called to do Reiki, because Reiki clears those energy centers, okay? If you feel called to do that, I do offer Reiki services. I will put the link below for my website, and you can look at the different services that I offer there. It's a very simplified website because I don't like to have to click through a lot of stuff, so I didn't want anyone to have to do that when they come to my website. And then at the very bottom, the way to set up your appointments for now until I get a different website is going to be to click on it's a circle that says email, okay? Click there and send me an email with which service it is that you're interested in booking. And from there, I will send you a response back. We'll set up a time and we'll get you set up for your Reiki or for your reading, because I also do readings, whichever one you choose. Okay, whatever you feel called to do, just let me know. Shoot me an email, okay? I wrote some more down for the citrine. The solar plexus chakra is also our energy distribution center. So like I was saying that you might have blockages. If your solar plexus is blocked, that's a hardcore block, okay? It really is. Mine was actually really blocked. And when I finally unblocked everything, it was crazy the way that everything changed. Everything started to shift. You just feel different. Everything feels different because everything internally is flowing differently, okay? It's all just about energy and vibrations. Nikola Tesla, I don't know why, but maybe that's something you can relate to it. All right, so your door says nomad. The nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide, okay? Do not crawl back into whatever dark shadow you were hiding in. You're being called to do something right now. Whatever that is for each of you, it's going to be different. But you know what you need to do. This is telling you that your biggest guidance for June, what door you're walking through, is to actually take the leap of whatever you've been feeling called to do, okay? All right, so this was the first one that came out. Yep, and I knew it would be reversed, so it's poised. 48 breaks down to a 12, which is 3. I'm kind of getting like a baby giraffe, or even a baby deer, like, you know how they when they first start learning to walk, and they're kind of all over the place because their legs are weak, they're just learning. I kind of feel like for some of you, that's how you're going to be feeling. You're unsure of your footing. There you go. Thank you. You're unsure of your footing at this time. 11:11. So let me see. Number 48. Let's see what it says. Being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, and confidence. Yeah, I knew it. These are going to be blocks, or maybe just this one is the block. We'll see when we see the other cards. You're not confident right now. This was reversed. You guys are not confident. You're not sure of your decisions and your thoughts. You're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting yourself, but why aren't you trusting yourself? You know what you feel in your heart. And you know, in your head, you know, yes, okay, so you know, I've screwed up this way, that way, or the other. These people have screwed up this way, that way, or the other. Or whatever it is, you know the facts and you know how you feel. You know what you're being drawn to, okay? Stop questioning that. When you question yourself, you create more blockages for yourself. You have to trust in yourself. Trusting in yourself is the first step. Okay. So, yeah, see? Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes. But if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. Yeah, and this was reversed. You're not confident or happy in your own skin right now. But you have nothing to prove. You have nothing to prove to anyone. Please understand that. None of us have to prove anything to anyone but ourselves. So let's say, crystals. This is selenite, by the way. I love my little tower. It's so beautiful. I'm obsessed with selenite. If you love crystals, like I do, who cares what other people think? Oh my gosh, what? Like you're collecting rocks? Ugh, you're such a weirdo. And your point, it's what I like. Some people like football. Some people like hiking. Some people like drawing. Some people like singing. Some like dancing. Some like collecting crystals. Some like playing with tarot or oracle. Does it really matter what anyone else thinks about what brings you joy? No. I'll give you the answer. No. It doesn't. And guys, I got really, really emotional when I was meditating and getting these stones selected for you and picking my decks and grounding myself and praying and all of that before I do these reads. You have so much love and so much even confusion. I felt a lot of confusion inside of you. But I don't want you to let that overwhelm you, okay? Please don't let that overwhelm you. Ground yourself. Whatever helps you feel more, just focused. For me, I love training at the gym, and I know it doesn't look like it. Guys, don't judge, okay? All right, we all have had our issues. I've literally done an up and down like this, okay? I was up at, my highest was almost 280 pounds, and then I went all the way down to a very, muscular, 190. And because I couldn't get lower than that, because I wasn't getting to that picturesque, you know, supermodel, super skinny, see all the ribs, 120 at 5'10", whatever they are, I was feeling like I was not doing good enough. That was when my solar plexus was super blocked, and so was my root chakra. I was not grounded at all. I was not confident at all. I wasn't connected fully to myself. And my intuition has always been very connected. I've always definitely had that higher guidance, if you will, because my faith has always been so strong, and that's what's gotten me through so much. If you feel like, you know, picking up heavy things and then setting them back down is meditative for you, who cares what anyone else thinks? I don't care how big you are. I don't care how, you know, skinny of a masculine you might be. Do what brings you joy, okay? It doesn't matter what you look like. What matters is that you are working on yourself, okay? Do you think that I care what people think about me when I go to the gym? I don't. I really don't. I have so much fun lifting heavy that my mind goes blank. It is so highly meditative and therapeutic for me because I put my music on, turn it up, music on, world off, and I just go. I have my I use an app called Body Space. It's an older app, and I find a workout program on there, and then I stick and follow that. And I'm currently about 2 months into one, and I mean, just looking at how far I've come from day one to now, that builds confidence. So whatever you're being guided to do, take those baby steps. Don't look. She says it. Take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. Whatever you're being called to do, if that is to start a business, if that is to start working out, if that is to change your diet, if that is to, you know, look into crystals, whatever it may be, it could even be oracle decks or in tarot, spirituality in general, whatever you are feeling called to, follow that. That's how you learn more about yourself. We learn by experience. Don't let anyone fool you into believing that you can learn everything you need to know from a book, honey. Because that's not how it works. Some of the strongest lessons we learn come from the school of life. So, poised, in the reverse. That's your block, okay? We need to, we need to flip this. Get yourself grounded, okay? Get your Reiki if you need to. You need to start expressing yourself. You need to start focusing on what truly makes you happy and forget about all the chatter of everyone else. Nobody else is on this path. This is yours and yours alone. All right, so next we have 6. It says not for you. And then we have 20, imagine. I'm going to put this one in the reverse just so I can look at it this way. There's a fortune cookie, and the fortune is actually sticking out of it, and it says nope in all caps. There's something right now that you know is not for you, but you're avoiding it. You're avoiding doing what you need to do to cut whatever that is out. But imagine what it would be like if you did. Look at this. Look at all of the light. Just from dreaming. Just from allowing yourself to feel. I'm getting the vibes of the, like the little boy from the movies where the little boy's fishing off of the moon. Well, this, you can tell there, this is a person, and it looks like they have a fishing rod, but it almost looks like they're trying to, you know, pull down the moon. Yeah. How interesting. But there's so much magic and so much light around. And this is blue, throat chakra. You need to speak up. Ooh, and not only that, yeah, you guys need to speak up. This is with all of the masculines. And not for you. Let's see what's up with the not for you. 6 and 20, so 2, 6, and a 3. I'm going to go ahead and mark both pages off so we can just go straight from one into the other one and save some more time. Okay, so there's 20, and this is number 6, 4, 5. All right, so not for you. It's a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to get what you want right now. That indeed your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it, or how you want it, for that matter. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. Some of you got rejected for something. It could be in a relationship. It could be in a job. Maybe you went for an interview and you didn't get the position or something. Or maybe you were going for a promotion. Just know that it's everything happens for a reason. And just because you don't know what that reason is yet and you can't see it doesn't mean that it's not a very valid reason, okay? The divine knows more than you do. Believe that. It says some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them. That is obvious from the beginning. Yeah, see what I said about relationships? So I feel like some of you were in a relationship that you knew from the beginning was doomed to fail. Did you hear that? Someone's car alarm or something just went off. That's confirmation. Some of you guys got into relationships that you knew you shouldn't have been in. This was, I'm hearing karmic. It is what it is. And now you're feeling like you have to stay in it for whatever reason. Maybe, I'm hearing nagging, guilt tripping, and gaslighting, which is the same as guilt tripping, basically. Dude, it sounds like you guys are dealing with narcissists, like hardcore narcissistic people, because that's narcissism, okay? That's very toxic behavior, which generally is what a karmic relationship is. Just take it as this. There were lessons you needed to learn in this relationship, but this is not for you. Rejection is God's protection. I feel like I'm getting two things. Some of you are still in it and you know you want to leave, but you're trying to do the right thing because you keep getting guilt tripped. Oh, you're just going to leave me just like that? How could you do that to me? How could you just abandon me like that after everything I've done for you? Oh, now you're just going to go? You're just going to walk out just like that? Yes. Yes. If you are not happy, if you are fucking miserable, walk the fuck out. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved the way that a healthy relationship would love you. And you deserve to be loved by yourself first and foremost. Love yourself enough to know when it's time to walk away from something that is hurting you or that is toxic to you. For the other group, I'm getting that this person broke up with you and now you're feeling like you just can't ever do anything right. That you're a fuck up, that it's always your mistake, that you're always screwing everything up. That's not true. There were lessons you needed to learn. And until you stop thinking that way, you're not going to be able to see those lessons, which is why the poised was in the reverse. Okay? Because you're not confident. in yourself. You're not trusting your own intuition that is telling you, this is bad for this reason, that, or the other. Or, oh, it's a good thing that they walked out because, you know, I wasn't happy anyways because it was always this, that, or the other. I feel like there was a lot of manipulation and a lot of deceit. There was a lot hidden from you in this. When you walk away, there's going to be stuff you're going to learn. Okay. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you're the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both of your sakes. For every pot, there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit for you. Didn't I just say that? If you need to walk away, it's for a reason. You know what's right for you. In your heart of hearts, you know. I'm being drawn to one of my favorite sayings. If you want to know where your heart is, look to see where your mind goes when it wanders. Where does your mind always stray to when it goes on its own and you just start off daydreaming or random thoughts pop in your mind? What's the common denominator? What are you thinking about? That's where your heart lies. Follow your heart. The heart is the compass to the soul's map. It's the only way that you're going to find your way back to self and back to God, to source, to the divine. Trust in yourself. Believe in yourself. Intuition was put there by source to guide us. It's our connection. Okay. The prosperity message says you can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plan seems to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail fast and learn from your defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually... Didn't I say that earlier? That taking the leap, that it could be about starting a business? Maybe somewhere down the line you've tried this before and it hasn't worked out, or every time that you've tried to get it off the ground it doesn't work. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. Okay? Some of you might want to listen to that song by Aaliyah. Try again. Aaliyah, try again. Yeah. Protection message says you will eventually succeed, although perhaps not at this time. Know when to fold your cards. Okay? So know when to walk away. That's kind of the general theme for all of you, whether it be for career, family, relationships, anything in general. That is the vibe that I'm getting for all of you. You need to know when it's time to walk away. It is okay to walk away when something no longer serves you. You are not selfish. You're not a dick. You're not an asshole. You're loving yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. And don't even get me started about toxic masculinity, okay? It is not toxic masculinity for you to love yourself and want to have better for yourself. Don't let anyone make you think that that's something bad, okay? Toxic masculinity is when you're arrogant and you beat women and you think nothing of your feminines and you just treat people like trash because, you know, you think you're basically the end all be all of the world. That's toxic masculinity, okay? But walking away from things that no longer serve you is not toxic in any way. It is toxic when you stay. Don't chase after what flees from you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. Don't bang your head against the wall. There is nothing romantic about what is unavailable. No prize given for torturing yourself. Stop. Wow. Okay. Masculines, please do not continue to speak to yourself the way that you are. My heart is breaking for you guys. You guys are gonna make me cry. You guys are so cruel to yourselves with the way that your internal voice speaks to you about how you live and what you decide and what you do. Why are you being so hard on yourself? You have every right to find what makes you happy. You have every right to walk away from something that doesn't fulfill your needs. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That doesn't mean that you're no good. That doesn't make you unworthy of love and happiness. You guys are so mean to yourselves with the way that you talk to yourselves. Please stop that. That's why poise is in the reverse. You're doing this to yourself. You're blocking yourself. You guys are your own block. You are your own block because you're not allowing yourself to feel joy, to feel love, because you're filling your head with, oh, that's me being selfish, or oh, that's me being cocky, needy, selfish, arrogant. I heard useless too. Why do you think you're useless? No, you're not. You're just still figuring yourself out. We all are. We're all taking steps there. I need to get my coaching program together because I feel like the masculines, you guys, you need help. You need help getting back to self. And I'm working on figuring out how I want to set up a coaching program because I've been where you are. That's why it gets to me so much. That's why it hurts me to just know that you guys, this is how you're speaking to yourselves internally. Your internal dialogue is very abusive. You're emotionally abusing yourself. That in itself is a toxic relationship, and that may be for some of you, not for you. That may be what you need to walk away from, is that toxic inner dialogue that you have to yourself. Okay? Anyone who tells you you are selfish for seeking your happiness and your dreams, whatever calls to you, that is a reflection of themselves, because they are not brave enough to seek that for themselves. They're going to point it out in everyone that they see trying to do that for themselves. Remember, everyone around us is just a mirror of ourselves, and we are mirrors to them. That's why you shouldn't react. 34. You shouldn't react when someone reacts about something you've said or done. You need to just pull yourself back, analyze the situation, understand that their feelings, that's on them. Them flipping out about whatever, that's on them. That's something they need to work on. You need to follow your heart, and you need to stay true to yourself. Stay the course. I just heard stay the course. Don't give up. Struggle creates strength. Is that the saying? No strength without struggle, or something like that. I'm sorry, I don't know that one very well. You're stronger than you know, though. And you're going to feel so much better once you do stand up for yourself and follow your heart. Okay. Turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity and illusions. Who do you want to be What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You were gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. What did I say about getting out and grounding and meditating? You guys need to meditate. Get out and ground your energy. Learn about yourselves. Nature is, in my opinion, it's the closest you can get to God is by going out in nature. It really is. Okay? Allow the power of your creativity Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Isn't that what I've been saying? What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? What path do you need to follow to make you happy? Okay? Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Everything you've ever wanted, everything that you can think of in your mind that just fills your heart with so much love and so much joy and happiness. What is that? Imagine all of that is real right now. Imagine that you already have that. Hold on to that feeling. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world as if by magic. The relationship message says, in matters of the heart, it is easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that is romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it. Hello, take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality. What did I say? Look to where your heart goes. No, if you want to know where your heart lies, follow your mind when it wanders. See where your mind goes when it wanders. What do you think about the most? Who do you think about the most? Okay? It's going to be different for all of us. For some of us, it's that dream job. For some of us, it's that dream sacred feminine. Okay? Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating. So step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. Guys, and if you close your heart off, that perfect person could be right in front of you. And you will never know because you've closed your heart off. Open your heart. Purge. I just heard purge. Cry if you need to cry. Okay? Oh, don't drink. Do not drink. This is for someone. I'm hearing you drink too much. You are using alcohol to numb the pain. And it's taking you down a downward spiral. A dark hole. Whoever this is for, you need to put the bottles down. You need to empty the ones you have and get rid of them. I just saw a hospital and an ambulance. Please stop drinking. Please, for yourself, please. It's taking you to a very bad path. 40-40. Yeah, whoever that's for, please stop numbing with alcohol. Find other ways to direct that energy, that hurt, that pain, that anger. Go to the fucking gym, lift some weights, get outside in nature, chop some wood. What else can I think of? Go for a drive. I love driving. The other day, that's how I got so many messages, was when I went driving and I just had music playing and like things just started popping in, and I had to literally, I was holding my phone and doing voice so that I could save it, and then I had to try and figure some of it out because my phone is not the smartest and clearly doesn't understand me. Apparently I don't enunciate my words properly. But whatever it is for you, just start experimenting with different outlets, okay? Ways to release the pain and the frustration that you're feeling, but you need to open your heart and you need to deal with whatever is going on inside of you before you can move forward. That is how you get poised. That is how you gain that strength. That's how you get back to your personal power. Remember, the solar plexus. All right? Yeah, please stop drinking, whoever that's for. The prosperity message. This is a powerful time to get clear on how you create your prosperity and what it means to you to be prosperous. What attributes do you need to develop in yourself to make things happen? Who do you need to be to live out your dreams? Can you imagine the kind of life that you desire? Really imagine it without holding back the sheer force of your powers of creativity. Don't hold back at all. Fully envision. 4242. If you can envision it, you can have it. Get ready, for prosperity is waiting for you to claim it now. Act as if your dreams will really come true. I'm saying act as if your dreams already have come true. Feel it as if it has already happened for you, okay? You already got that promotion. You already got the interview for that job, and you're going to get hired for it. You started that business, and it is going to be successful. You need to be your biggest cheerleader, okay? Because when the world seems to have turned its back on you, you need to be there for yourself. Protection message says, illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack have entered your life. That goes back to what I said about you thinking you're not good enough, you questioning and doubting yourself. Now may be the time to see things as they truly are and not as you hoped or imagined they would be. Release any fear, then envision anew. Perhaps you're anticipating that something fearful might happen and recreating that image of disaster over and over in your mind. Yeah, you can't do that. Negative thinking will get you nowhere. The universe responds to such projections. So be aware of this catastrophizing? Creating catastrophe. That's what I'm guessing that means. No matter what illusions and awfulizing are a misuse, No matter what, illusions and awfulizing are a misuse of your imagination. There we go. Mercury Retrograde, you guys. Clear the inner slate and stay grounded. Did I not say that from the very beginning of this reading? Stay grounded. Stay grounded. And open your heart. It's much easier to open your heart when you are grounded because the root chakra is all about feeling safe, feeling secure, and being poised. Can't be poised if you don't feel safe and secure. I'm sending you guys so much love right now. You're stronger than you know. Release any fear, then envision anew. Perhaps you're anticipating that something fearful might happen and recreating that image of disaster over and over in your mind. And I already read this. Why am I reading again? Somebody needed to hear that again. Why are you so afraid? Rejection. I just heard rejection. Failure. If you are always afraid to do something, you will do nothing. You will get nowhere. You will slowly wither away and you will die miserable. Life is about taking chances. It's about calculated risk and then learning from the experiences you get from those. Don't be afraid. Okay? All right. We're going to go to the piles now. Okay, pile 1. This is, I'm going to pull for you now. If you chose pile 1, we're going to start here. 46. We'll go 4620. All right, so this is sodalite, and I did write a couple of things down about sodalite. If I could find where I put my little paper, then I could read it to you. What did I do with it? Oh my gosh. Maybe I put it in here. Yep, okay. So sodalite, and ironically enough, it is for the throat chakra and your third eye chakra. Self-expression and intuition helps fuse your heart with your head for authenticity. Pile 1. You guys need to connect the two. I feel like you're all in your head and you're not listening to your heart. And that would explain all of the green in the card that the collective got. You guys need to open your hearts. Stop being so in your head. Stop being so logical about everything. Logic has no place in matters of the heart. This sodalite is literally in the shape of a heart. Not a very good shaped heart, but it is still supposed to be a heart shaped. So I feel like you guys are the most closed off with your hearts. You're not trusting of your heart. Maybe it's gotten you hurt in the past, and so now you question anything that comes from the heart just because you've been hurt in the past. That had nothing to do with you. That had to do with the other people involved, and there were lessons that you needed to learn from that. Perhaps you were giving too much. Perhaps you weren't giving enough. Perhaps you weren't listening to what was being said to you that was needed from you. Perhaps you were too focused on other things to truly pay attention to that relationship, and that's why it fell through. Whatever the case may be, there was a lesson you needed to learn. That doesn't mean, excuse me, look, my throat is like seriously closing up. You guys, I feel like this pile, there's something you need to say to a very specific person that you, for whatever reason, you are afraid to come forward. Do not be afraid to come forward, okay? I'm going to get you guys an Enchanted Map Oracle as guidance real quick, and then we're going to do an Aboriginal, and then we're going to move on to the next pile, okay? All right, guidance for my pile 1s, please. These are not even wanting to shuffle. You guys are like, you are so closed off. It's almost like you're fighting what you feel. Yeah, these cards are not wanting to shuffle, and this is my favorite deck. It always shuffles super smooth. All right. One card for pile 1 for guidance for this month, please. How can they get over this block? Pile 1. How can they clear this block? What's their advice, please? Advice for pile 1. Advice for pile 1. That was me. Okay, why 3 cards, guys? Seriously, I said 1. Sense of humor. Compass. I literally said that the heart is the compass to the soul's map, and you guys got compass. And this is about aligning your heart with your head to make truly authentic decisions in your life about what is going to make you happy. Magical map shifter and cleaning house. Oh yeah, there's decisions you guys need to make, shit you need to get done that you're putting off. The compass. We have number 50, 52, and 37. So 5, 7, and 10, which breaks down to a 1. And there's a lot of blue on these 2 cards as well. I'm just being... throat chakra for you guys is blocked. Book your Reiki if you need it, guys. Seriously. Get out there and ground yourself. Start speaking your truth. And every little thing that you do towards your truth will just, it will amplify everything and it will start to clear blockages. So 50 says, as long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. Okay? 52 says, Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. Yeah, you're not in control. Magical Map Shifter card arrives. It comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. I told you, some of you, there's shit you need to walk away from, and you're not doing it because you feel obligated for whatever reason, or maybe you're being like guilt tripped into staying because maybe they start crying like, oh, don't leave me, don't leave me, oh, I'm gonna kill myself if you go. Listen, I don't wish ill on anyone, but if you have someone that is acting that way anytime that you feel you need to walk away for your own mental health and your happiness, that person needs professional help. They need professional help. If someone cannot acknowledge another person's wishes to leave because they are not happy, that person has a lot of stuff they need to work through themselves. If they get to where they're talking about self-harm just because you're going to walk away, that is extremely unhealthy. That is toxic to the core, and you need to walk away. What they do is on them, okay? And I hate to sound so harsh. I told you, you're going to hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear from my channel. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Hey, me. Hi, how are ya? Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself, okay? You might be in denial about your situation, guys, because that's what this card means in the reverse, is that you're in denial of your situation or you refuse to see the truth of the matter. Yeah. If your heart aches because someone is breaking it, this discomfort will lead you to a more authentic life. Do not linger in the pain or blame the magical map shifter for alerting you to the illusion that you clung to. Know that treasure lies elsewhere and can be recovered once you've healed the wound that is reflected in those who come to you as catalysts for growth. As you experience yourself transforming into the highest version of yourself, you'll come to understand that you're always fortunate when you meet up with a magical map shifter. Yeah. It's like I said, guys, you need to follow your heart. The compass, okay? And there's a frog on here. It's cute. The frog is on the edge of whatever platform this thing is on. And I'm getting take the leap. Oh my gosh. Take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. You guys, there is something you need to do and you know it. Take that leap. Go in the direction of your passions. And this, if you look at this, there's no little directional thing pointing on it, but if you look here, the energy, this energy here seems to be pointing towards Aquarius. That might mean something for some of you, okay? There's power in being true to you, being true to yourself. You guys need to clear the clutter. Clear the clutter in your heart and in your mind. You're not being true to yourself. You need to shift. You need to shift your perspective. You're looking at things the wrong way. You cannot put yourself in a situation where you are unhappy just because that's going to make somebody else happy. Because not only are you creating blockages for yourself, but you're going to hurt yourself and anyone involved more in the long run. And that creates karma, and not the kind of karma you want. It creates bad karma. Okay? Don't be afraid to follow that. Look, like, trust your intuition. Like, do you see how the moon and this one is lit up, like, around her? It almost just looks like a light around her, and then there's all this, like, magical energy, okay? And there's a compass here as well. Look at this. And the compass is on the heart. And there's a clock. A little pocket watch with a key. You are the key to setting yourself free, but time is of the essence in this matter. I don't know why time is of the essence. I just heard she's moving on. So for whoever that is for, speak up. Even if you're afraid, speak up. All right, pile one. Let's get you an Aboriginal Dreaming little advice card here, okay? Pile one, please. One card for them. Why am I not surprised? All right, let's turn this a little bit. You guys got frustration. Your frustration is not a wasted energy if it is channeled positively to create a better outcome for yourself. Embrace frustration and work with it, not against it. Okay, frustration, all of these emotions that we feel, think of them as little landmarks trying to guide you. They're warning signs telling you different little messages, okay? You have to learn to follow your intuition so that you can fully decipher them. And I feel like you guys are heavily frustrated in the situations that you're in as well, but it's because you're not speaking your truth. You're not doing what you should be doing. I'm going to separate the energies of the collective from the piles. All right, pile one. I hope that this helps you guys. Book your Reiki if you feel called to, okay? The website link is going to be below. And then just click on the link for email at the bottom. It's starlotusoracle@gmail.com. Please do not be afraid to follow your heart. Please do not be so hard on yourselves, okay? Get grounded, open your heart, speak your truth. That's all I have for you guys, pile one. And I will see you for your weeklies, because I'm also going to do weeklies for the Divine Masculine, as energies can shift and change, and they do, sometimes quickly. All right, pile two, 5955. All right, pile two, you have the Aqua Obsidian, okay? And what I wrote down for Aqua Obsidian, this is actually for the throat chakra. It's funny because pile one got that as well. So if you were torn between pile one and pile two, maybe watch them both. So it helps calm anger and frustration, and it helps to clear confusion, okay? But surprisingly enough, I feel like you guys are seeing things clearly, but for whatever reason, you're hesitating. There's a hesitation in you. Why are they hesitating? Okay. All right, so for pile two, what is guidance that they need for June, please? Anything else for pile two? Yeah, I'll take that as a yes. All right. Strength, number 44. Field of Dreams, 21. And spirit of place, number 4. You guys got 444. Spiritual number, angel number, look it up, okay? You guys feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders right now. I feel like there's something you're sitting on. Something you need to do. I mean, look at her in this card, the Strength card. She's standing on one leg and she's still reaching. It's almost like she's trying to go for that leaf that's just floating down for whatever reason. I don't know what she's going for, but I mean, she's balancing this world. And look, the tree of life is at the top. Okay. Number 44. Your true strength comes not from self-reliance alone, but from a sincere faith in a higher power. Ay, ay, ay. This whole read seems to be the masculines. You guys are not trusting your intuition. Why are you doubting yourself? Why aren't you speaking your truth? You see things clearly. That's what this stone is giving me. You see things clearly. For whatever reason, you're not acting. You're not acting on what you're seeing, what you're truly feeling. Lots of green and blue, which is, again, heart chakra, and the green from here, heart chakra, and the throat chakra. And this represents the throat chakra. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting tasks is yours at this time. You can connect with and channel the power of the universe. The Strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined, and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off of the course of evolution. You guys are fighting change. You guys are fighting change. Why are you afraid of change? As the potency of your connections becomes more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are available to you. I feel like you guys are being pulled to someone and you don't understand why you're being pulled so much to this person. Stop questioning it. Just go with it. Just go with it. There's something there for you. Whether it's a lesson you need to learn or whether it's pure bliss for you to experience, there's something there. And it's going to be fine. I mean, look at how far you've come. Look at everything you've already been through. Why would you deprive yourself of the possibility of experiencing something beautiful? Have courage and dive in, for magic is in the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from a combination of your efforts and reliance on a higher power working through you, anything is possible. You can do anything now. Okay? Why are you feeling like you can't? You're not centered. You're not grounded. That's why, see? Masculines, that's why you can't get poised. That's why this came in the reverse. You guys are doubting yourselves so much. In different ways, but you are. Honestly, I feel like a lot of all the masculines are going through, I feel like it has a lot to do with all of this toxic masculinity BS that people are preaching. That's a whole entire video in itself. We're not going to touch that. All right, so 21, the Field of Dreams says, your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are always engaging the vast field of pure potential. This is the perfect time to harness the field of potential. not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you are willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a great harvest to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. Dream big, dream beautiful, take action, and tend to the garden of your life and experience the extraordinary. Have you truly been following your dreams, or are you following what other people expect of you to do? I'm hearing family pressure. Some of you might be afraid to speak up to maybe like a father figure or even a mother figure, somebody in your family who is in a position of authority. And you're afraid to speak up because your path isn't the path that they chose for you. But guess what? That's their problem, not yours. This is your path and yours alone. This is your journey. No one else feels what you're feeling inside because of the choices you're making. Make sure that the choices you are making are true to what you're feeling inside. If not, you're gonna stay miserable. Okay, Spirit of Place, authenticity is the essence of power. What did I say? Stay true to yourself. And that is literally what Spirit of Place is about. You guys need to get grounded. My pile 2, you need to get grounded. You need to truly focus and turn within and see what it is that you truly want out of life. Our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, trees, birds, mountains, and rivers have their own essences. When the Spirit of Place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your inquiry is in the overarching theme of your circumstances. Is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than long for it. How do you do that? I just heard, how the hell do I do that? Anytime you interact with anyone else, you have a choice. Come from a place of ego with your responses to them, or come from a place of love. Start putting yourself in everyone's shoes that you speak with, no matter what the situation. Okay, it could be your little brother coming and nagging you about wanting to play video games. Put yourself in their shoes and see how you would feel if you were them and somebody were rejecting you when all you wanted was some company. Okay? It could be, maybe you feel like your mother is very naggy because she's constantly calling. Well, is she alone? What does her social life look like? Could she maybe use, a date out just to celebrate mom and take her to do something fun? Instead of, oh, mom, I can't talk right now. Why do you keep calling me? Come from a place of love. Embody love. And love will come to you. Remember, we get out of life what we give. So if you are giving love, if you are giving forgiveness, if you are giving compassion, empathy, if you're giving chances, all of that's going to come back to you. And it's going to come back to you in ways that are best for you. So you may be giving someone a chance in a relationship, but that chance might come back to you as your dream job, the opportunity for your ultimate success. You never know how it's going to come back. So always, always, always do all things with love. Okay? All right, pile 2. Let's get you an Aboriginal Dreaming Totem. For you guys, I feel like it's pretty clear. You just need to be true to yourself. You already know what you want. You see things clearly, but you're afraid of speaking up. You're afraid of speaking up because you're afraid of who it might hurt. You're afraid of what people might think because of these changes that you've made of yourself. But at the end of the day, you are going to be so much happier once you do finally speak your truth, okay? You guys got caution. There is no truth behind this farce. Be wary of smoke and mirrors. Look closer at and the illusion will soon melt away, revealing a sanctuary where only truth remains. I told you, you see clearly already, okay? Whatever it is that you are feeling like you need to kind of take a step back from, it's for a reason. There's something hidden there. I'm not going to go in depth looking for what, because this is a general read and who knows how many of you are going to end up watching this. But you are being cautioned, okay? Maybe you are the farce. For some of you, you are the farce because you need to look closer into the mirror and be true to yourself. That was deep. All right, pile 2. I love you guys. Please speak your truth. If you feel called to, book your Reiki, okay? The link to my website is going to be below. You guys, you got strength. So you are strong enough to do whatever it is that you're called to do. Whatever it is that you need to speak up on, do it because you see things clearly, okay? Make sure you ground yourself, get outside, practice, be the example of love. Be love. Be more giving and forgiving. And all of those things will return to you. Okay? All right, we're going to move on to pile 3. 112.52. All right, pile 3. You guys chose Picture Jasper. And what I wrote down for Picture Jasper is it's for the root chakra, okay? So it helps ground. And it's funny because grounding came through in this reading. That's why you guys are like not poised. It's why you're kind of like a baby giraffe trying to learn how to walk. Okay, it also says spiritual guidance and a strong sense of self. Why are you doubting yourself? Okay, so we're going to get you an oracle card, or 2 or 3 since everyone's gotten that. Pile 3, please. Guidance for the month of June for my masculines. All right. I'm not taking all of those. That's like 5 cards. No, less cards, please. Guidance for pile 3 for June. Anything else for pile 3 for June? Okay. Anything else for pile 3? Since clearly this is a jumper pile. Oh my gosh. We're going to go with these. At the bottom, Bone Collector. Something is being returned to you, whether it's knowledge. You feel like it's some sort of knowledge, something that you already had inside. Okay, so we got Heal the Ouch, Metamorphosis, and Deep Freeze. Oh, guys. Okay, I don't want to assume yet, so I'm going to first come into these. This adorable little raccoon, it looks like it has a little fairy. Yeah, there's a little fairy sitting on its back, but the raccoon has a nurse's hat and has a carnation in their hand. And they're trying to comfort this fox that has an ice pack on its head. You guys are hurting. I'm not sure about what, but there's something you guys need to work on healing. I feel very heavy, heavy, heavy energy right now. Like pain. Forgiveness is the healer of the soul. Okay. Let's go to 25. You are in the process of deep and beautiful change. And Everything has its season. Now is the time to put activity on hold while you rest. Yeah, and there's the butterfly there. That's more transformation. And winter is about transformation. Everything looks dead, but it's not. It's almost like nature is retreating within, and it's almost like it's revitalizing itself at its core, because the moment that the ice melts, everything just becomes so vibrant and lush and abundant and beautiful. But it has to go through that deep freeze, that process of going within. I feel like a lot of you need to go within. I feel like you're blaming yourself. You need to forgive yourself. You guys need to forgive yourself. You're blaming yourself for all these past mistakes. And instead of taking them as a lesson learned, you're just continuously badgering yourself, making yourself feel worse, and never letting yourself heal. There's a song by Postal Service. I'll look it up and I'll put it below. But there's a part in the song where it talks about the wound won't heal if you keep picking at the sutures or something like that. You cannot heal from the traumas of your past until you stop picking at it and being so mean to yourself about it. It happened. It happened. It's done. It's over. The past no longer exists. It's literally just a memory. It doesn't exist anymore. In any way, shape, or form, it's done. It's gone. It's over. You need to focus on healing now. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for whatever you did in the past that has you feeling this way. It's the only way you're going to move forward. It says, this is a time for great soothing of the heart, body, soul, and mind, as this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you'll be successful in developing your natural capacity to restore others to wellness. However, the message may be that you are being called to change your behaviors in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you will switch to a cruelty-free diet, eating less meat, or perhaps you'll pay more attention to how much water or electricity you use. You are asked to be conscious of your footprint on the sacred earth and all of life, and to commit to the healing path. Heal the ouch may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds being mended. Yeah, reconciliations are possible now. Let bygones be bygones. If there's someone that you are still broken up about, that you feel like you completely destroyed that relationship and that there is no chance, let me tell you, never say never, okay? It is never too late until you're dead. Once you're dead and gone, then obviously then it's too late. But you're here, right? You're here now. You're watching this. Clearly this is on your mind and it is wearing you down. I mean, look at the lion in this. He's just, first of all, he's frozen, but look at how his face just looks pained, like he's in pain, like he's suffering. Do you see that lion's face? He's suffering. He's suffering in silence. You need to express yourself to this person that you feel like the door is shut with them. The door is not shut. The doors, that's all I keep. The door is not. Look, even on this card, your door, the door card for the month, it's a doorway. There's nothing blocking you but you. Because you keep beating yourself up inside. Oh, I fucked up. I did this. I did that. Oh, there's no way. I can't talk to this person again. They'll never talk to me again. They don't want anything to do with me. You never know until you try. And at the least, you will have a clear conscience that you said what you needed to say to heal your heart. Heal the ouch. Heal the ouch. Do it for you. Do it for you. And look, I really feel like this is going to go better than you think. Look at the flamingos. Look how it's like, it's almost like their third eyes are connected. This is, oh, This is a spiritual connection. This isn't just love. This is a highly spiritual connection. Whoever this person is, you are connected with them. Okay. 25 says, butterflies earn their wings through great effort. Yeah, this is true, because when they come out of the cocoon, their wings are actually still wet. It's actually painful for them to come out of the cocoon. And then they have to sit there completely vulnerable to all predators around them as their wings kind of unroll and come out and then dry. Then they can take off and fly away. But they're very vulnerable in that process of transformation. So you are in a very vulnerable place right now. Your heart is very fragile. Be gentle with yourselves. You've been so mean to yourself for so long already. It's time for you to start saying positive things. Yes, I messed up by XYZ, but I have learned my lesson from what I did, and I'm going to be a better person from here on out. I'm going to take the lessons that I learned from that, and I'm going to make sure that I don't ever make that same mistake again. That's called growth. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without losses and sacrifices. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. I'm hearing the part that judges you. Letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how you live it. Just as a snake sheds its dead skin, a caterpillar dies so that a butterfly can be born. You're required to release your old ideas and embrace a necessary change so you can live your best life. Perhaps you're being asked to let go of low self-worth. What did I say? Low self-worth. Beating yourself up. A dream that no longer serves you, a relationship that is draining, or unhealthy habits. Despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformational time for you. There will be some loss involved, but you will love what you become. Okay? Yeah, don't be afraid of this change, of this healing. Don't feel like there's anything wrong with you being good to yourself. It is necessary. We have to be our number one cheerleader, our number one fan, okay? When you truly love yourself, it leads you to where you acknowledge that unconditional love isn't just about loving yourself. If you're going to love yourself unconditionally, then you understand that every other creature, every other human, every situation deserves to be handled through the eyes of unconditional love. Okay? So when you learn that, it then becomes something you transform even more, because then you begin to deal with people differently. You don't anger as easily. You guys need to look at my last Instagram post. It's my Instagram will be linked below in my link tree. And I started it off with hurt people often hurt people. Okay? You need to read that post. Let's get a card for pile 3, please, to close this all out. Pile 3, please. A little bit more guidance for them. Pile 3. Calm. No, that's beautiful. Guys, this goes perfectly with heal the ouch, metamorphosis. You need to heal your heart. That's what this transformation is. That's what this deep freeze is about. It's for you to be able to go within and heal your heart. Breathe. Heal your tired body and allow your spirit to find peace. Without harmony, your healing journey will take much longer. Stop fighting this. Stop telling yourself you are unworthy of love. Stop telling yourself you are unworthy of success. Stop telling yourself you don't deserve to be happy. You do, but you have to believe it. And it's not until you start to believe it where you can truly embody that and live that and express that to the world. And then you will see how it will go from winter to spring. Everything will change. There's calmness in this. In all of these, there's this sense of tranquility, of serenity. You either need to get out for a long drive down country roads, sober please, or you need to get out in nature, go to the beach, sit by the shore, walk through the woods. I feel like in that stillness, don't take your phone. If you do, put it in airplane mode so you can just play music if you want to. But honestly, I would recommend turning it off altogether or just leaving it in your car. No, just turn it off and take it with you. You never know. Emergencies. Get out into the woods or wherever it is that you feel called to go to, away from all the madness of the world, okay? Find your calm. If that's in your room with loud music blasting, that works as well, okay? But I feel like that is going to help you heal the ouch. That's going to help you heal your heart, because you do deserve it. You deserve to be healed. You deserve to be able to move forward and find your true joy. Please be gentle with yourself, pile 3. Love yourself. And I feel like you may want to watch pile 2. There might be something in that pile for you as well. That's all I have for you guys for June, though, okay? Masculines, I love you. I'm sending you so much love right now and so much strength. You guys are really going through it, but it's internal, okay? And you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. It's a process, but this too shall pass. All right? Keep your heart open, stay grounded, and speak your truth. That's been the theme for every single pile. That's like this general theme for all of you. Stay true to you. Okay? All right. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video.